Hi, and welcome back to this focus here on Canvas. So Canvas is the LMS or learning management system that you'll be using to create your class, to offer in the distance education format, and to create all the wonderful assignments and forms of interactivity that you'll be offering to our students. Now, we should say that we didn't always have Canvas. And I'll just give you a little bit of my experience. I actually found this. I couldn't find actually the graphics going along with this. But going back to 2005, I started teaching DE. And in those early days, I literally was writing every single bit of my own LMS learning management system. So I had to create all the text. I had to create the graphics. I had to write all the HTML code. I had to upload all the files to the server. It was a huge undertaking doing everything. And the good news is with Canvas today, you don't have to do any of that work. And I'm showing you a bit of the old because it is not easy to do this. And a lot of the things I couldn't really do. For example, I had a grading system, but I actually had to come up with a way to identify numbers of students and then the number correlated with a student. I didn't have like a form set up for this. It was not at all sophisticated. It was just me going in, putting in assignment categories, putting in the points earned, and then any comments. And this is another example just of an assignment. So every single assignment I had to create like you do in Canvas, but I actually had to do all the busy work of uploading things, all the files, all the HTML, setting everything up, checking all the graphics, resizing graphics, etc. Following that, we moved into a new LMS learning management system called Etudes. And Etudes had some really good things, but there were some significant gaps and things that were just not that easy to use. And there were just some issues with the system that required you as an instructor to spend maybe a little too much time on that busy work side of things, actually doing the technical programming stuff when you want to just focus on your content. So once we moved out of Etudes, we moved into what's called Canvas. And Canvas is the LMS that the entire California Community College uses. It's super efficient. It's laid out well. They're always making adaptations to it. There's an app that you can use that is super handy. And what's cool about the app is you can take it with you and just take advantage of its total portability. And whether you're a student or an instructor, you can use that app. So they've really thought of everything with Canvas. This is showing you just one of my pages. You're going to become really familiar with this. You're going through the training with Trevor Thomas, becoming Canvas certified, and then we're going to go into more detail about how to make your class more interactive and higher quality. But everything you need in Canvas is available for you. You can use as many of the features as you want or as little as you want, as long as you're providing that high quality caliber instruction to your students. What I like about Canvas is it's very easy to use. It's complete, meaning that everything's provided for you. It's a one-stop shop for all things that you need to teach your class. It's customizable and adaptable. As I said, you can use as much or as little as you want based on your goals as an instructor. And there's a really excellent community available in terms of work that you can download, other class shells, apps, and so forth. And there's also a community available that if you have suggestions for improvements to Canvas, you can provide some feedback and they can make some improvements. And then it's very app compatible such that I can use the Canvas app and very quickly do my grading. I tell my students, I sometimes, if I'm traveling, we'll do grading on a train somewhere or on a plane if I have access to Wi-Fi. It's really easy to use. Definitely advise that you check out and download the app. So as far as Canvas and what you're going to need to get going, just be sure you get trained on the Canvas system, complete all our onboarding processes, participate in our trainings, and then you get started teaching DE for LTCC. One thing I will recommend for you is that when you do the onboarding, whether you're using our Canvas shell or the LTCC teachingandlearning.com website, really hone in on the DE tracks there. So you're going to find very specific web pages or Canvas pages that focus on all the issues you'll encounter in DE. And there's one video in particular I would recommend called A Basic Canvas Shell that takes you through all the necessary components of what should be in that Canvas shell once you're trained in Canvas and comfortable with it. So at this point, you can continue to your next block.